Hey YouTube, Ricoknows here. So if you didn't hear the news, the Denver Broncos are releasing Russell Wilson. Could have predicted this. Everybody saw this coming, and it's not because they don't like Russell Wilson or anything of that nature. The reason we saw this coming is last year the same thing happened with Derek Carr. If you don't remember, I made a prediction the Raiders would not be able to trade Derek Carr. They were releasing him, and that's because he had a contract, and most of these contracts have a certain amount of money that makes you fully guaranteed, or at least a portion of your contract becomes guaranteed at the start of the next annual year in the NFL. If you didn't know, the calendar for the NFL starts next week. So therefore, Russell Wilson will be getting cut next week. Okay. They can't pay him the $37 million. Now, if you didn't know the way this works, he initially had a fully guaranteed $37 million. It was an injury settlement or an injury clause within his contract, meaning if he gets hurt, he was still going to get $37 million. This is why they wanted to bench him back in October. The team said, you need to change your contract, restructure it. We don't want you getting hurt and you still getting $37 million. Let's take that out. He didn't budge. He said, no way, I'm not taking that out. And rightfully so, right? You signed the contract, stick with it. So that was all the tension during the season. Now that $37 million becomes fully guaranteed next week. Not happening. They're cutting him. So now Russell Wilson will no longer be a Denver Bronco. This is great news for Bronco fans. Get out from underneath that incredible contract, but you still have to hit the cap with it. It's $87 million on the cap hit. It will it'll probably get rolled over for multiple years, prorated out, and they'll figure that out. It's a terrible hit. It was a terrible contract to begin with. He's just not who he's supposed to be. This is a system quarterback, meaning he was really good because he was in Seattle under a certain system. Anybody watching this right now is going to go, Rico's so casual. He played great this year, all this shit. Whatever, dude. Whatever you say. I just know that Geno Smith was nobody, got in that same system and started dominating. So when I see average-ass quarterbacks dominating in that system, it's the system. I remember Matt Castle doing the same thing with New England. It's the system, okay? I'm not a big Russell Wilson guy. I don't think he's worth this incredible amount of money. Shout out to him. Any dude raising somebody else's kids, I got no game for you. Like, I don't respect you, bro. I know. Shout out to all the stepdads in this world. Congrats. Thanks for doing your job. But I don't get down with it. Shout out to Future. I'm just telling you, Russell Wilson is not him. He doesn't deserve the money, and the Denver Broncos agree. Now, going into the draft, they have the 13th pick. They can probably draft somebody to replace him with the 13th pick, or they can try to trade up and get somebody elite. Just saying. But it won't be Russell Wilson in Denver anymore. Congratulations. Shout out to all the haters. Shout out to the Denver fans. You got to feel good. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Peace, y'all.